It's time now for Countywide, a special presentation of Yavapai Broadcasting News. Join News Director Paul David and News Editor Philip Catafamo as they talk with our community's leaders, newsmakers, and people in the know. You'll hear about the hot topics in Yavapai County that affect all our lives. And now here's today's Countywide.
Welcome back to Countywide. We're sitting back down with Better Business Bureau, Marilyn Huffman, bbb.org.
Yes.
We took care of some of this just before Black Friday, but we're back to do some more safety stuff because there's still a couple of weeks before Christmas starts. Mm-hmm. And we want to make sure that whatever shopping you do, you don't have any more nightmares that you may have experienced already, and you don't have any going forward from here. Mm-hmm. So where do we want to start?
Well, we could start with the number one gift.
The number one gift.
That is going to be given this year.
Is it the number one gift every year? For a while now, right?
3 years in a row, I want to say.
And I think everybody likes to get them, too, because then...
I love getting gift cards.
I love, me too, because it allows you to get your own, and people say, it's not thoughtful enough of a gift and stuff.
No, for me, it's perfect.
When I get it, I'm thinking, wow, you were so thoughtful not to try to figure out who I am and get me what you think I wanted.
Yes.
And I'll go get it myself.
I live in a little 585 square foot cottage.
That is tiny.
So, we like living small, but if someone gives us a gift, then a lot of times we have to give away something to make room for what we have received.
Right.
So unless I want to get rid of the artwork I have or the books I own, things like that. So I think it's very thoughtful, actually, and it's kind of definitely the way to go because you then, as the receiver of the gift, have the freedom to be able to go out and utilize that gift card the way that you want.
Makes sense.
It really is kind of fun. But it's definitely something you should be aware of. It's definitely a last minute gift for a lot of people, and it definitely is leaning more towards men who purchase than women. So no, it's neck and neck in that sense. I think it's like 46% women and then the rest men that purchase gift cards. And maybe it is just because it is easier and it's hard. I know we all have gone through that process of, gosh, what do I get them? The person who has everything or the person who, doesn't really need anything, but you still want to be able to say thank you or gift them something. This is the way to do it. But before you grab that gift card from your favorite store or restaurant, or if you're in Fry's and there's the big, I think CVS, a lot of them do it, the big kiosks.
Oh yeah, there's walls of them usually. When I see them, there's got to be hundreds of them sitting there.
That is correct. So you want to make sure that you take a closer look, no matter where you purchase the gift card, because where they're displayed, thieves are known to remove gift cards from a display rack, record the little PIN number associated with that card, and the activation pin, which is how you get the cash off of it, to be able to put that cash or move that cash to another gift card. It's actually very confusing when you look into the process. There's a lot of, I feel, red tape and legalese, mumbo jumbo that you have to sort through.
Really?
But just be cautious of that. If you purchase a gift card and any of the packaging has tears or wrinkles, it may be better for you to just pick up that next card and honestly report that to someone at the store because they need to know or be aware of that. They are obviously aware that this is something that is occurring more because it is such a popular gift, for sure.
But there's really no security around them other than the typical cameras in the store. But it's not like gift cards are kept behind the counter usually. They're just out there.
Yeah, most of them
for you to kind of twirl through and look at what you want to do.
And it's true that they're not activated. So until they are activated by the person at the cash register, and that's why you get that little receipt from them that has the activation code.
Okay.
And I will admit, whenever I purchase a gift card, I take that and I tape that to the back of the card for whoever I'm gifting that card to, so that way they have proof that the card was paid for and was properly activated. It's just a good way to protect yourself.
It's a backup,
purchasing.
Huh?
Exactly.
The backup to the backup right there.
It's kind of like your receipt, but not.
Okay, all right. But no, that makes sense to do something like that too, because you don't want the person you gifted the card to walk in and they're going to say, well, there's nothing on that.
And honestly, research the policies. because there's different policies for each card. And sometimes if you're not purchasing a gift card, maybe you're getting a gift certificate from a brick and mortar or from a local restaurant or store. I had that happen to me when I first started in this position up in Prescott. When I moved from the Phoenix office, there was a restaurant in our area that closed its doors like overnight.
Oh.
And people had gifted gift certificates to their family in Phoenix and called us very upset. How do we get our money back? How do we get this? And you don't.
Yeah, it's gone.
So those are the kind of things to be aware of when you're making those.
And I guess it's still a possibility too, right? I mean, especially if you're doing the moms and pops and stuff like that something might just go wrong and they have to close. You never know what kind of an emergency is going on, or
exactly.
you just can't do it anymore.
No, so just be aware of that if you're making the purchase.
What's the return policy? We've talked about that numerous times, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, and now are they allowed to put expiration dates on gift cards anymore? Because that used to be kind of a thing too, where you'd get them and then I would find them 6-7 months down the road,
or a year,
and I thought, oh, look at that! I totally forgot I got this thing. Or a year, yeah. And you go in and say, oh, I'm sorry, that expired 6 months ago, and you're like, oh, man, that was a waste of somebody's money.
Yeah, they can't expire.
Okay.
They do have certain basically rules that are in place that they are required to follow. Gift card manufacturers or any store that offers a gift card or a Visa gift card, the different ones that they have out there. They basically have policies that say you need to utilize it within this amount of time, and after this amount of time, they have the right to have some of it deplete off of that card.
That's weird.
It just depends on the card.
That's weird, though.
I know. So it's like if you have a $25 gift card and you don't utilize the $25 within that year,
right? It's not worth $5.
They have the right to remove $5 from the card every year thereafter. So instead of $25, the second year it would be worth $20.
That seems really weird to me that you'd be able to do something like that. They've already got the money, so why whittle it down? Is it just to get rid of the loose end gift cards floating around out there? Maybe. I don't get it.
Well, and now they have places where you can go to return your gift cards.
Oh.
There's online websites. There are places almost like Coinstar where you go and take your change and you pay a certain fee to have your coins handled, which some people don't want to sit around and roll all of their pennies that they have or dimes. Right. They would rather pay that percentage to have someone else take care of it. So they kind of have that now with gift cards. So, for example, I've had Visa gift cards gifted to both myself and my husband, and we get to the point where we've used it, but it has, say, maybe $4 left on it. It's kind of useless at that point in time. So you can have options to cut it up, or you can take all of those, say, 10 gift cards that you found in your sock drawer, and you can go to various websites. I'm not sure if they actually have brick and mortar. I'll have to look that up. But I know that there are websites where you can actually give them the information and get a certain amount of money put towards like your PayPal account,
towards
things like that.
Another gift card.
So if you have $4 on 10 gift cards and you have to pay like a 10% processing fee, but you could still access that money.
Get a little bit back. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Delivery scams.
Yeah.
Somebody knocks on my door every single day. My wife has really gotten into, even we're doing the Instacart right now too, where we've tried the Instacart out, where somebody else goes grocery shopping for you.
Oh, yes.
You send them the grocery list, and she's kind of figured it out. At one point, she asked for 3 green beans, and they literally showed up at the house with 3 green beans, but she wanted 3 pounds. And so she's figured out how the ordering goes, and it's very a handy service to have.
Oh, yes.
I know, there was a bag with 3 beans in it. I thought it was really, I actually held them. I said, here's your green beans. I thought it was really funny. But there are people coming to my house, and now I'm lucky because, I start very early in the morning, so I'm usually home by noon, 1 o'clock, and so when those knocks on the door come, I go out there and I grab the stuff and bring it in the house. That's not always the case for most people. And we've got those people out there called Porch Pirates as well, and I've seen those where they're just stealing stuff off people's porches.
That's
boxes.
Correct.
Yeah.
That is correct.
So let's talk a little bit about this, delivery.
And not always people's porches. Also, there's, in communities, a lot of, I don't want to say, it's like HOA communities with homes that have all of the mailboxes in one area. So that can be an area that definitely should be monitored or pay attention. Now, most of the packages that are delivered there are locked up properly, but just to be cautious, be aware of what's going on around you. But basically with the popular delivery scams, what we have reported are packages, usually it happens when packages are being shipped, and there is the one where you get the fake tag basically saying that you missed a delivery. So you get a note placed on your door that claims that they are having challenges delivering a package to you. They ask you to call the phone number that they've listed and reschedule your delivery. It's actually just a ruse to get your personal information. It's a phishing scam. If you are not expecting a delivery and someone tells you that you've missed a delivery, then I would definitely exercise caution.
This time of the year, that could be a possibility. Let's say it's a gift and somebody ships it to your house and you don't know they shipped it. There's a possibility maybe you did miss something. So
it is, but you know that person, so you can reach out.
Okay.
Before you call a phone number, especially if you call that phone number and all of a sudden they're asking you for just personal information, and it's like, hey, wait a second.
Well, your package didn't arrive. What's your social security number?
Yeah.
Oh, well, let me give that to you.
Or can I get your address? Can I get your phone number? Can I get your date of birth?
You think they have all of this, well, some of that stuff already because they left a sticky on your door?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So that's what I would be asking. Well, wait a second. Didn't you put a tag on my door? You need my address again?
I just need to confirm it, ma'am. I just need to confirm this information.
Exactly. So that's when
It makes it sound legit then.
Yeah. So and it's true. You are correct that sometimes you're going to be surprised by a gift from someone out of state, a family member, friend, etc. You can definitely contact that person and just verify that you should actually be receiving a package.
If I'm going to get something delivered to my house, I'm amazed that sometimes Denise orders something and it's supposed to arrive like in 3 days, but it's there the next day. And most of the stuff is coming from Amazon, and it's just it's wow, it's so fast.
Yes.
So it's I've told her, I said, wow, this wasn't supposed to be here Wednesday, but it actually came on Sunday. This is weird. Or it came late Saturday and I go out the front door Sunday and there's something on the steps. I'm like, that's kind of strange. Some of the stuff delivers a lot faster than they say it's going to deliver too.
It does. They have different warehouses across the United States and wherever they do business. So if you order something and it happens to be a common item that is housed in the warehouse down the street from where you live, then you probably will get that a lot more quickly, as opposed to something that might be out of stock at that warehouse or not carried there. It happens to us a lot of times for business when we order from Staples, where we ordered the little spray dust can things, to clean your keyboard and your desk. And for whatever reason, the Staples brick and mortar that is right around the corner from our office did not have those. And so it took like a week for us to get the little spray can. So it just depends on what's stocked in the warehouse, how quickly you might receive that.
Okay, we're going to take a break. BBB.org is the website for all this information and a whole lot more. Marilyn Huffman from the Better Business Bureau in studio today. Countywide back in just a couple minutes.
Northern Arizona Thermal Imaging uses a state-of-the-art medical digital camera to take a picture and create a map of the body's infrared patterns, later interpreted by an MD specially trained in reading thermography. Northern Arizona Thermal Imaging is the leading medical imaging and proactive healthcare, detecting early danger signs years before other tools, finding early breast disease up to 8 years before mammography may detect it. Schedule a scan with Carol today. Northern Arizona Thermal Imaging. Say yes to thermography.
From inspiration to installation.
If you need help with your decorating plan, call the pros at the Picture Window. We are your #1 source for top quality blinds, shades, shutters, and flooring. We've been in business here for 41 years, and our delightful sales staff has decades of experience. We're the locally awarded Best of the Best in both Sedona and the Verde Valley.
Don't pass up a free estimate on your project. Call the Picture Window now.
This is Bruce Morrow, Transportation Manager for Cottonwood Area Transit. Remember, we cover the entire Verde Valley and Sedona. Cottonwood Area Transit has you covered wherever you want to ride in the Verde Valley, all day, every day. Take Cottonwood Area Transit through Clarkdale, Verde Village, and from 26 locations in Cottonwood. With Verde Links, it's a quick and easy trip to Sedona every day. Don't forget our connectors to Camp Verde. Visit cottonwoodaz.gov for Cottonwood Area Transit and take a seat. Let's go ride.
Julie was always a voracious reader. She'd carry 2 novels on an airplane because she'd read one on a 3-4 hour ride. And at some point, I began to notice that she would read a page and couldn't remember what she had just read, and she'd have to go back and read it again.
I don't remember much these days after I read, but less does for me, and I love it.
Welcome back to Countywide. We're talking a little bit more about safe shopping with Marilyn Huffman from the Better Business Bureau. We're talking about deliveries of packages right now. And we talked about maybe you come home and you find that sticky note from UPS leaves them. I think they all leave them. Oh, sorry, we missed you. You weren't here, but someone needs to be here to either take this package or sign for this package. So you can either, I guess, go down to their storefront and get it there, or set up a time when they can deliver for you as well. But we were talking about sometimes it's a sticky note on the door, but sometimes things come. They love to come in the email, don't they?
Yes. Yeah. And they could be very official looking emails, just like the sticky note. They can make it look like it's from those people. It's actually FedEx, it's UPS. You can usually detect maybe something off about the logo, or there could be misspellings. You definitely want to check for that. But if you get an email, a phishing email, basically saying, we're having trouble delivering this package to you and we need you to click on this link to verify it, if you're not expecting this, and if it's not something that you can identify with, in other words, you ordered something but it doesn't look right, be very cautious about clicking on that link that they want you to click on, because that can definitely be putting malware or viruses on your computer.
Do they intentionally misspell that stuff, or are they just not very good spellers? That's what I've always wondered, because you said the logo is sometimes a little bit off. I mean, they're not really concerned about that because they're using the logo to begin with. So why do they make it a little bit off? And then why do they leave a bunch of misspelled words and like incomplete sentences? It just looks really weird.
I wish that I could say it's because they're not intelligent, but scammers are very intelligent. Yeah. I have a feeling that a lot of it has to do with if they get caught, they can claim that this is clearly not from FedEx because the logo is different and we used a different color and we lowercased these letters instead of making them all uppercase, little things like that where they can make a claim, basically.
Interesting.
It's just to protect themselves, but it's also obviously good for us because it's a red flag for a consumer. Yeah. That's our favorite phrase, red flag.
Red flag right there.
Yes, pay attention.
Yeah, and again, we're always looking for websites at the HTTPS. The S stands for security, and then what you've taught me is if it's got that little padlock on there. Is it always a padlock, or is there another thing on there? There's a padlock on that.
It should be a padlock.
In that search bar up at the top there, the address. It should be there.
Correct.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And if you click on it, it should tell you that the site is secure. If you click on it and it takes you somewhere else, then it's a scam.
Yeah, get out of there. Get out of there quick, too.
Exactly. And if you want to protect your packages, like you were saying, if you are having something delivered and you're not at home, or if you are a person who likes to order online, when you get ready to sign up for your free shipping or your shipping and handling online, there are options for you to select where you are able to require a signature. You can even opt to have it delivered to your work. So if you're at work and you know that a delivery is going to come when you're not at home, then if your boss is okay with that, talk to them about it. I mean, for goodness sakes, it's better to have it come to you safely than to have, like you said, a porch pirate come up and try to take it off your front porch.
Yeah, I'd never thought about porch pirates before, but then I've seen some videos on it where people literally, we've got the doorbell cameras now.
Yes.
And stuff like that. And I've seen some pretty funny videos where, they can, they're maybe at dinner, they're not even home, but they can see that somebody's walking up to the door and they say, can I help you? And you can see these people just, whoa, and they panic and fall down the stairs and stuff. And some people have made the booby-trapped packages as well, so that
yes,
they steal it, they get in their car, they open it up, and the one guy's got one that's got the glitter in it, and it just sends this motor off, and the glitter just sparkles the whole place. And they usually throw it out of the car, and he goes back. He's got a GPS device on it. He goes back and picks it up, and he can use it again. But yeah, that's the thing too. Is just these porch pirates. Go get a job. Leave my stuff alone. We got to take another break.
Yes.
All right. BBB.org is the website you want to go to for all this information. There's just a ton of stuff on there. Unfortunately, there's a ton of stuff on there, but it's there.
Yes.
Marilyn Huffman from the Better Business Bureau is in studio today. Stick around. Countywide back in just a couple minutes.
Breakthrough Medicine's Dr. Shada Sina offers comprehensive hormone testing and customized hormone therapy with a focus on lifestyle medicine, weight loss, allergy drops, brain and digestive health, seasonal detox, and nutrition. Dr. Sina is a referral physician for Suzanne Summers, specializing in bioidentical hormones for men and women. Breakthrough Medicine is located in Cottonwood's Hot Yoga Plaza. Call for a 15-minute complimentary new patient consultation, 928-649-0269, or visit online at breakthrough-medicine.com.
There are people who struggle with addiction and homelessness. Sometimes it may feel like there is nothing we can do to help.
But there is. You can make a tax-deductible donation and help those in need transition away from homelessness. When you give someone a handout, you could actually be supporting an addiction.
A better life starts with better health, especially for those living in the streets.
Support solutions, not addictions. You can make a difference. Visit cottonwoodcares.org.
Paul Stanley here with Stanley Steel Structures. We offer shade structures that provide style, value, and performance. Our Equinox louvered roof opens and closes to give you the ultimate patio experience. We also offer Alumawood shade covers that looks like wood but lasts like steel and never needs painting or maintenance. Visit us at StanleySteelStructures.com. Contact us today and be covered tomorrow. Stanley Steel Structures. Let us add some space to your place.
Did you know parking over tall, dry grass can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation.
America, let's do lunch.
Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer for Meals on Wheels by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
Welcome back to Countywide. We're just a few minutes left in the program. One of the things that's on this punch list of things to do here is open your delivery upon receipt. Make sure you check it right away and make sure it's what you wanted.
Correct.
Yeah.
Is it the correct item that you ordered? Has it somehow been tampered with, or did it honestly get damaged during delivery? Yeah. You want to check that stuff right away so that you can get it returned, so you can contact whoever you purchased it from and get it fixed.
I would say if it's electronics especially, make sure you get in there right away and take a look at it, because
absolutely,
it gets jarred around, gets pushed around. I mean, think about it. It's going on trucks, down roads, it's in the air, it's people moving it from one truck to another truck, and then it gets dropped on your doorstep, and it's like, wow, electronics these days just don't take a whole lot of beating.
No.
You got to be careful of that stuff, yeah.
That's very true.
What else? What else you got?
We talked about requesting a signature. It doesn't always have to be from the person who is actually on the box. You can give permission when you're asking for that safety measure. You can give permission for it to say, if you live in an apartment complex, to go to your manager. Or if you are at a place of work, then maybe you have a receptionist that could accept that package for you, so that there are options that you have to specify who it can go to. And if you want it to specifically go to that person, then honestly, it's best to probably let them know it's coming. Make them aware so that they know what's headed their way.
Right.
Basically.
Yeah, you definitely want to be careful with the packages. This time of year, I think everyone's on kind of a heightened sense of, well, there's a lot of stuff to steal. Prescott Valley PD sent something out that I thought was kind of interesting. I forgot about, but Christmas morning, you open all that stuff, those boxes are there. A lot of them have exactly what was on there. You take it out and you just throw it in your dumpster, roll it out the street. The bad guys driving down the street going, okay, they just got an Xbox and a PS4. This one's got a brand new TV. This one over here's got this going on. Oh, wow, look what they got over here. They know what's in your house now because of your garbage.
Well, and it's not just through, this is the world we live in. It's not just the trash, but it's also, think about social media. And, you know, your Christmas morning and you're taking pictures and posting it.
I guess so.
Look what I got. I just got a brand new Rolex. Or,
this is where I'm going to keep it in the house, right here, you know, so yeah.
Just little things like that you should always exercise caution about when you are posting things like that. Just be aware. I don't like to, I always tell people, don't live in fear of it, but just be aware of it. Being aware of it is the step towards protecting yourself and your family.
Yeah, we got like 30 seconds left. So a couple other things I always like to remind people. When you leave the store, put your head up and look around you before you get out in the parking lot. Make sure you look around you and see if there's anybody creepy roaming around just waiting for you to come out with your stuff. If you're going to put things in your vehicle from one store to the next, make sure you cover them up, keep them in the trunk, keep them hidden, keep them out of sight, keep them safe, keep them out of sight.
Correct.
Lord of the Rings. And then that's pretty much mine right there. And just be careful when you're using your card and stuff. Just, you know, hey, take a step back, pal. I'm working here, you know, and then it's their turn. But, you know, just give yourself a little space around you. So
and it is okay to actually say that.
Oh, yeah.
Or to,
I've done it.
I've literally just physically put my hand over it like this. If there's not, a lot of them have a little shield on it now, but yeah, don't be afraid to protect yourself. Don't feel like you're somehow putting other people off.
Yeah, Marilyn and I don't want you to be scared. We just want you to be
have a happy holiday.
Yeah, just think about that sort of stuff. So that's it for today's show. Thank you, Marilyn.
Thank you for having me.
BBB.org. Thank you so much for watching, listening. This is Countywide. We'll talk to you again next time.